Moffat, Joey Starbuck, Paul Blackburn and Henry Shenton. Looks like Henry got a good gate, but he's getting some pressure put on him, put into that first turn. It is the 220 Isaac Shaw out of Phoenix BMX Club, who I think based here at Birmingham. He's in there in 1 at the moment, looking good. Henry's in there in 2. Joey's in there in 5, giving it his all. So we've got Declan and Bode in there, 3 and 4. But it's the local guy, Isaac, leading it out. In this 7 and under mixed novice moto. Henry in 2, Bode's in 3, Declan's in 4, Joey's in there in 5. Keep going, Joey, good lad. Rocking that micro mini. And it is Isaac taking the first win of the season. Next up, Alfie Ray Collins, Bradshaw, Ronnie Houghton, Liam Byrne, William Bramley. And it is the 156 of Ronnie leading it out. He's looking good. Liam's in there in 2. Tamworth and Birmingham, these two boys. William Bramley doing it for Doncaster, working his way around, doing a great job. Oh, one rider's thrown it away, that was Liam. Ronnie leads it into the turn. Williams in there in 2. One rider's struggling down that second straight. That'll be Alfie. Go on, Alfie. Good lad. Go on, Liam. Your club are going to make some noise for you on the way past. Good lad, Liam. Go on. And here comes Alfie. Come on, let's not forget him. He struggled to get down that second straight. Keep going, Alfie. Go on, buddy. These are your future pros. Make some noise for them. Good lad, Alfie. Well done. So 3 8 to 10-year-olds. Oh, we've already got carnage on the first stretch. One rider's gone down, Oliver Much is in this one, but let's have a look. Looks like Jake Tomlinson might be leading this one out. Doing it for Redditch. The old 3-9 of Callum Heath in there in 2. That looks like a Corbin Sargent in there in 3. Jacob Barfield in 4. 2 fallers we've had so far. Somebody's having a rough day. But it is the 675 Tomlinson looking good. Barfield just loses a position. 248, that belongs to Ellie Grayson. Doing a grand job for the girls. Keep it going, Ellie. Let's have a look who's coming down towards me. It's the 160, it's Oliver. Had a tumble, but he's back on it. Well done. More 8 to 10-year-old novices. One guy's got an absolute flyer. Let's have a look as he comes into the turn. That'll be the 430. That'll belong to Walters Janssens out of Derby. 946. That's Sonny Mercer. He's in there in 2. Ethan Burns in there in 3. That looks like another rider in there in 4, but he's making moves. Look at this young man heading down that straight. That'll be the 326. Newbold, that is. Brandon Newbold making some moves. The 16 is Stan Mason. And we've got Sonny Mercer and Ethan Byrne in there as well. More 8 to 10 novices. Scrap going on into turn one. Lawson Leighton in this one for Redditch. And the 590, that'll be Harley Ray. So Ray and Leighton having their own personal scrap for 1 and 2 in this one. Harry Taylor in there as well. Lucas Morgan, I think that is. Moe. Jacob Lloyd, George Roney in there as well. But it is the 816 of Layson Lawton leading it out. Harley's in there in 2. Harry's in there in 3. Lucas in 4. George in 5. And Jacob in there in 6. Well done, boys. 11 to 13-year-old novices, they are getting faster. Nathan Smith out of Huncoat, charging into turn number 1. He's in there in 1, the 585's in there in 2, Alex Wintz. Lewis Gibbons in there as well. On the 178, Samuel Mutcher on the 27. Thomas Brown on the 357. But it is Nathan Smith. Looking good. Alex is in there in 2. Lewis in 3. Thomas in 4. Sam's in there in 5. We've had a faller in 6. That'll be Antonio Mason Bell. But he's up. Come on, Antonio. Bring it to the line, buddy. Your club will give you a shot on the way past. Don't worry about that. Right, Jenny Dyson, Josh Elcock and Cameron Minns in this one, 14 to 16-year-old novices. 282, Josh Elcock, looking good. Cameron Minns in there in 2, Jenny going well in 3. Keep it going, Jenny. The club will shout you out as you go past. Alright, junior cruisers, let's have a look. Harrison G and Morgan Haslam going 1 and 2. Ryder down on that first straight. G and Haslam scrapping away. That looks like a Lily Chiziwa in there in 3 in the minute, so the girls are taking it to the boys. And Harrison G on his home track, looking good. Got Finn Cooper and William Frost also in there as well. Ben Hallett on that lovely baby blue cruiser. Might have been Finn that took the tumble, actually. It was. He's up and okay though. Right, Moto 9, more junior cruisers. Let's have a look. Huncoats, Lewis Haslam heading down towards turn number 1. About to get a whole shot. Lucas Bailey in there in 2. Rocky O'Brien, I think it is in there in 3. Ryder going through in 4. That'll be Scott Hamilton out of Redditch. Michael Sparks in this one. Joshua Chiziwa, Harrison Trellincott and Charlie Vickers. But it's Haslam in 1. Bailey in there in 2. That's the 842, that'll be Charlie Vickers. And the 4.1 of Michael Sparks going through. Michael out of Derby, chasing Haslam to the line. 30 plus cruiser females. But in reality they are all under 21. Kelly Thompson, Jessica Dove, Helen Marsh, Kerry Grayson, Susan Vickers and Katie Dyson. All in this one. Looks like Kelly Thompson leading now. In that UCC jersey, look at the battle for 2 though. 272, Jessica Dove scrapping away with Katie Dyson, trying to make some moves in that turn. Oh, one rider down. Susan Vickers going through on the 476. And the 247 of Kerry Grayson. So it was the 040 of Helen Marsh that took the fall. Let's hope Helen's okay. More 30 plus cruiser females. Joanna Roberts on the 662. Out front there, Louise McGuire, Maseo Chiriton, Lisa Sparrow and Annie Chiziwa. all in this, and he's in there in 2. But they are chasing Joanna at this moment in time. Looking good aboard that sort of turquoisey teal coloured autonomy cruiser. The 073 heading past me, that is Lisa Sparrow out and unedited, doing a grand job. Cruiser Males, or as we call it in the north, Super Cruiser. And it is Smiley Martin Brown. Looking all factory today. He's in there in 1. That looks like Jake Green in 2. Just cruising around behind. Try and make the move if he can. Andy Cooper going through as well. Tim Drew. Andy Lee. 228. That'll belong to Wayne Jones. And the 5980 Andrew Witt. But they are chasing Smiley to the line. Moto 13, I've just pulled all the staples out of my sheets, that'll be interesting later on. So, 179 taking it, John McGuire. That looks like Newbold in there in 2, the 695 with Daniel Hart's in there in 3, Rich Turner in 4, 424, that'll be Jay Watson in there in 5, and we've got Andrew White and Stephen Needham in the mix as well. Next set of cruisers, Nathan Parsons. Trainer to the future stars, he's in there in 1, James Morn in 2, on that 116, or in 2 on my sheet anyway. The 9 play, that belongs to Nathan Abbott. DT Racing, not seen Nathan at the Nationals for a little while. Lewis Walls, Gary Shedden, Clive Clark in there as well. And the 98, that is Gary Shedden from Reeking Riders. Moto 15, Pryke, Boyle, Green, Wilkins, Scott, Rumsey and Rich Nation. All in this one, Lee Boyle leading it through. He's in there in 1. That looks like an unedited jersey in there in 2 with Christian Wilkins. Tamworth, that might be Ronan Pryke in there in 3. Somebody got out of control there. Easy Tiger. 615, that'll be Adrian Rumsey in there in 4. Pryke's in there in 5. Adrian Scott, oh! Broken crank on the final straight. It's never good when your bike falls apart mid-lap. Whoop, whoop. Well, somebody get the Allen keys out. Joe Green's got some work to do. Right, Andy Shaw leading out the next road, so Dave Taylor's in that one, Miles Gold. Aboard that lovely cruiser with a disc brake that nearly throws you over the handlebar. Taylor in there as well. Stu Vickers, James Hanrahan, Corey Curtis and Daniel Bevan. Nancy Granger and Putland. Right mixed bag in this one. But it's Kevin Bacon leading it out at the minute. When he's not doing E adverts, he's racing BMX. Has them in there in 2. Paul Mountain, the oldest swinger in town, giving it his all. Going well. 14.
Yeah, boy.
Is it a 14 or a 16? Can't tell. Putland's in there in 4 though, the 46. Keith Granger in 5. As the little ladies, the mini missiles, the pedaling princesses, 5 to 7-year-old girls, Frankie Smith, Amelia Reveley, Kelly Leeds, Dakota Tucker, and Holly Nolan. Holly's in there in 3 aboard that blue Stay Strong, looking good. Chris is going to have to spend some more money to colour coordinate that bike. We've got no excuses, Chris. Colour coordinate that bike. So 304, Amelia Everly leading it out. Frankie Smith in there in the 2. Holly's charging in the 3 to keep the British. 733 Dakota in there in 4. And Kelly in 5. Well done, girls. final gates of 6 and under. Oh, it got very sketchy over the first jump. We've got Oscar Wilding, Otis Murphy, Tyler Albright, Vincent Tinsley, Ralph Baker, Maxwell Shedden, Bailey Foster and Alfie Knott. In this one it's the 061, that'll be Bailey Foster in 1, Maxwell Shedden's in there in 2. Just trying to pick these riders out as they go round. 5 riders from Nuneaton in this one. So they're riding for bragging rights at the next practice session. Maxwell out front looking good. 684. That'll be Alfie Knott in there in 3. Oscar Walding's in there in 4. Vincent Tinsley in 5. The 033, that's Ralph Baker just going past me as well. Six and unders, gate number 2 of these guys. Heading over that first jump, looking good and smooth. Got my mate Isaac Smith in this one out of Preston. And Rab Racing, Finley Murphy's in there, Mabel Leake, Itai Jamira, Holly Weaver, Theo Palmer, Ethan Rogers and Mario Gonzalez. Looks like little Weaver out there in front at the moment. Where's Isaac? He's in there in 7. Pedaling away aboard his little chase bike. Harley's looking good though at the moment. That's the 134 of Ethan Rogers in there in 2. Itai Jamira's in there in 3. Oh, the 810 getting a little bit out of control. That was Theo Palmer. 937 Mabel Leake in the 5. The 2 plate going through. That's Mario Gonzalez. Isaac in there as well. And Finley Murphy. Theo Neal, Chester Turner, Jack Jones, Harrison Barnes, Cohen Lanny, Harry Bailey and Billy Davis. Some familiar names in this one from the national circuit. 974 though, Harry Bailey looking good. That looks like Billy Davis in the 2. Theo Neal's going well in 3. Cohen Lanny battling away, just working his way into 4. Doing it for Phoenix BMX. But it's Harry in 1. Looking nice and smooth and in control. Oh, there's a battle going on for 4. Chester Turner's involved in that one. Battling with Cohen. Jack going through as well. And Harrison Barnes on the 705. Archie Smallman, Jensen Powers, James Gill, Thomas Walls, Elijah Jamira and Thomas Holt. And it looks like Elijah Jamira's leading it out, the 752. That's Archie Smallman. He's in there in that 2 spot, Thomas Walls in 3. These guys going well. Jensen Powers on that 6 plate. He's doing it for Nuneaton. But it's Jamira, Smallman, 1 and 2. Walls is in there in 3. Thomas in 4. The 25, that's James Gill. Took a tumble in practice, but he's up and okay. And Jensen, just bringing on the rear. Also 23 moving up now. We've got your 8-year-olds. Oh, one guy going airborne, getting his jump on that first straight. Jonathan Locke in this. For the guy out front, it is Jonathan Locke, 001. Out of Milton Keynes, Sterling Harris in this one. Redditch, you've got a rider in 3, that'll be Max Sturridge. Felix have got a rider in there, that's Sterling, I think he's in 4 at the moment. 755, that's David Timmer, trying to work his way in. Sterling's in 4. 825, that'll be Oliver Turner. Going through in the 5 spot, Dylan Powell in the 6. Finley Cranage and Dylan Powell as well. Emmy Seward in this one. Emmy brought me a packet of Rolos earlier on. I will scoff them later. Thank Thank you, Emmy. Chasing down Corey Brown. Theodore Gretsch is in this one. Archie Foster, Matt Corrigan, Hayden O'Neill, and Chase Barnard. It's Corey and Emmy going 1 and 2. Oscar Hanrahan in there in 3 with Matt Corrigan in 4. Archie Foster in 5. And the 657 or the 567 is 657 Hayden O'Neill out of Redditch. Motor 25, Jones, Whittleson, Irons, Clark, Owen, Brooks and the Moffat. Not sure of the order at the moment, they're coming towards me, it's the 1 and 2. That is Logan Whittleson. Noah Irons in there in that 2 spot, the 944 is Elliot Owen. He's in there in 3, Dylan Jones in there in 4. 13 plate, that belongs to Laurie Brooks. He's going well, and Joshua Clark on that 299. Joshua did racing under the roof, novice over the winter. Racing with my lad Nathaniel. Some great racing in the 7 to 8 novices at that event. Nine-year-old girls, Erin Marsh, Megan Roy, Orla Cooper, Jessica Walls, Peyton Collier. Peyton out of the Wreaking Riders Club, she's there going down that 2nd straight. On that 969 plates. Orla Cooper and Jessica Wells, the 2 Team Bunnies girls. And it is Orla out in front. She's in there in 1, Megan's in there in 2, the 998. That is Erin Marsh in 3. And Jessica Walls in 4. Peyton in 5. 9-year-old boys, we've got the E2 of James Clitheroe in this one.
Come on, Oscar!
Riding up an age group this year. Battling away. Matilda Leake in there as well. Matilda is James's teammate on FTB. She's chasing him down. So it's James and Matilda going 1 and 2. That looks like Catherine Hogan in 3. On that 759 plate. Eli Smith in 4. Doing it for Preston and Rab Racing. Trying to make some moves down that final straight. And Oscar Harrison and Ashton Heron in there as well. Kasperi Reynolds, Finley Collins Bradshaw, Hero Cheriton, Reuben Bromley, Eddie Swollen and Noah Everly. All in the mix, the 41 of Hero Cheriton. Aaron Nuneaton, out front looking good, Noah Everly. Darby Esquerd, looks like he's in there in 2. Reuben Bramley in 3, I think he's out of Doncaster. 35 play, that'll be Eddie Smallman in 4, Finley Collins Bradshaw in 5, and the treble 3 of Kasperi in there in 6. Moto 9, Frankie Davies, Jacob Ratcliffe, William Murray, Laurie Ann Carruthers in this one. Leo Vincent and Shea Jordan. Laurie's in there in 3. They're looking good. Those pink cubs standing out on that bike.
Stuck in there.
Mixing it over the boys and stealing the spot.
Come on, Laurie. Come on, Laurie against the boy. Go on.
The 11, that'll be Frankie Davies.
Go on, Laurie.
Laurie rocking that Supercross.
Come on, Laurie.
In there in 2.
Come on.
Jacob Ratcliffe in 3. The 011, that's Shea Jordan. Going through in 5. Also 30. Jake Hart, Mark Reynolds, Lucas Burns, Jacob Daniel, Tommy Ray Morton, Zach Reeves, Lola Morley and Elliot Brooke. All in this, the 29 leading it out. That'll be Zach Reeves, Tommy Ray Morton's in there in 2, Huncock's Jacob Daniel. I think it is in 3. Elliot Brooke all the way from Bradford in the mix as well. We'll be going down there for the North region later in the year. But it is Zach making his moves. 253, that'll be a 235 Leyland Morley going through in 4. Wrenches Lucas Burns is in there in 7. That was Moto 30.
suddenly got a bit fresh up here.
Motor number 31, Chas Newton, Blake Brailsford, Elliot Kent, Lewis Barnes, Jaden Fawcett, Harvey Putnam, Corey Nolan and Tommy Marriott. Got some national riders in this one, guys that I see week in, week out at the highest level. And if that's where you want to be, that's where you've got to be. Get yourselves down to a national as soon as you can, get your 5 regionals out of the way and get stuck in. Jaden Fawcett on that 33 plate, he's in there in 2, chasing down the 661 of Tommy Marriott. 266 on the 28, Corey Nolan in the 3, but has he slipped a pedal? What's going on there? Not sure what's happened. Oh, lost the crank arm. His dad's on the turn there, you might as well hand it over. Get the Allen keys out. Right, 10-year-olds heading towards me. Christian Larigo in this one. But it's the 039. Christian Larigo leading it out. That looks like Charlie Carlin in there in 2. That's Brianna Madamba battling away for 3 at the moment. Doncaster have got some riders in their head. And Blackburn, the 590, that's Roman Stokes out of Tamworth. And the 959, that belongs to Finley Watson. For 33, the girls, 11 years old. Madison Underhill, Chelsea Barnett, Remy Godfrey, Zara Harris and Bella Wicks Carrick. All in this one, familiar names to me. Dave Godfrey's already done 12 gearing changes this morning. Depending on which way the wind's blowing, it looks like he's picked the right one. Because Remy Godfrey's out there in front, Madison in there in 2, Chelsea's in there in 3. That looks like Zara in 4 and Bella in 5. Moto 34, Ben Oil, Thomas Wilson, Ringo Chariton, Joshua Rolls, Zach Green and Finley Davis. And it's Green leading out, Davis will be in there somewhere. And he's not tearing up the skate parks and the motocross track. Green doing it for Odom Racing. The 30 plates. Joshua Walls going well. 479, that's Thomas Wilson out of Warsaw. Although it does say Chesterfield on here as well. So, who knows? Down, I think. Or did somebody just make a bit of a mess of it? Going over that first jump, I was just briefly interrupted by my phone, I do apologise. That looks like Jay Drew out there in 1. This is motor number 35, the 11-year-olds. Rossi Blundell, Danny Pattinson, Tyler Watson, Chalice, Leon Hill and Ethan Latham. In this one, Drew's leading it out though. Tyler Watson, Chalice won't be far behind. He's there on that 35 plate. Look at the battle for the 3 spot. Oh, one rider's thrown it away. That was Leon Hill. Doing it for Hutton Coates. Knocked all the wind out of himself by the look of things. Try and make sure he's moved before the next moto comes around. Let's hope he's okay. As Lucy Hutt comes past. Doing it for Supercross Factory UK this year. That's the Mabel rider, J. Jack Bradshaw in there in 2, the 738. Henry Clark in there in 3. So the girls taking it to the boys in that particular moto. James Lanigan, Henry Clark, Samuel Cadman and Blake Reynolds. Right, Moto 37, the Vets, Jason Bino on his home track, looking for a whole shot, and he's got it. Paul Bailey, Ian Wallace, Keith Granger, Matt Chariton and Rex Rebel, all in this one. I so wish I could ride a 20-inch these days, although I'm stuck on the cruiser now. So, Jason, looking good, spends a lot of time down here in his shows. Keith Granger in the 2, Ian Wallace in the 3, 646, probably Matt Chariton. Going through in the 4 and taking it to the line. There's a battle royal going on for 3, 4 and 5 there. Matt Barnard, Andy Cooper, Michael Ellis, Brett Knight and Chris Taylor all in this one. No Neil Gibson, unfortunately, due to Imogen feeling a bit under the weather. So it's Barnard leading it out. Oh, Brett Knight nearly unclipped and over the bars then. The 241, that'll be Chris Taylor, just swerving his way around. With Andy Cooper and Michael Ellis going through as well. It's alright, none for me. Just say none for me. As it comes. Sorry, the tea lady's arrived. She's looking a bit rough, she obviously went out last night.
Heavy night.
Right, missed that one completely. Let's shout them out. Welton, Marston, Carrick and Hill all in that one. Right, moving on to the 12-year-olds. Dyson, Marsh, Sparks, Boyle, Plant and Wins is that one, or should it be Unwins? I'm not quite sure. But it is the 185 Jamie Plant leading this one through at the minute. Doing it for Phoenix on that 185 plate, looking nice and smooth. 255, that's Brandon Boyle. The 57 plate is Cameron Marsh, he's battling away with Michael Sparks on that 15.1. Dyson on that 849 plate. Those are your 12-year-old boys. Stacked age group, Ralph Grimmett, Joshua Chiziwa, Oliver Underhill, Will Stack, Lacey Turner in this one, and Freddie Player. So the guys giving it their all. Will Stack on that 222 in about 6th or 7th spot at the moment. But it's the 7 of Ralph Grimmett leading it out. Joshua Chiziwa in there in 2911. Freddie Player. Player. He's in there in 3. Oliver Underhill going through in 4. Can I just say, we do have some really nice club jerseys in the Midlands region. The Redditch one and the Doncaster one, the new Doncaster one. It was done by B73. Top jerseys, the Birmingham BMX Club one. It's another nice club jersey. The Leicester one stands out a mile. The Phoenix one looks, gold and black, that works well. Some good club jerseys knocking around. As I completely missed motor number 42. Motor 43, Jessica Beniston, Freya Smith, Evie Wood, Charlotte Autumn McGuire, Phoebe Sparrow and Isabella Hurry. She's in there in 2, chasing down the 20 of Evie Wood. 621, that's Freya Smith being tracked by Charlotte Autumn McGuire. Phoebe Sparrow in there as well, and the 327 of Jessica Beniston out of Chesterfield. Well done, Jessica. No Imogen Gibson in this one, unfortunately. Somebody took a tumble in this next moto. It was the 969 of Reed Watson. He's up and all right though. The 13-year-old, moto number 44. Bradley Russell out front. Jacob Archer in there in 2. That looks like Aaron David. Oh! Got tangled up with Milar Gonzalez. Oh dear me, he was making a move, he ducked underneath. There was a touch of bikes and down he went. Certainly wasn't expecting that one. I think the handlebar and the jersey got caught and he just flipped him over the front. Let's hope Aaron's alright. Lexi Carruthers and the 9 plate of Scary Curry going past. Ava Brown in there in 3. Jamie France in there in 4. Tamworth's Aston Blundell and Logan Stanfield out of Nottingham. We're just checking on Aaron Davey. Didn't get his hands down or anything, just spat him straight over the front. Right, that's time to have a brew.
Didn't even get his hands off for that.
God, that's the worst, isn't it?
If he's hurt, they're going to have to take him back to Manchester tonight as well.
Yeah.
Lives at Stockport.
God.
It's a long journey back if he's not hurt.
Oh, he's on his feet.
Tell you what, well done Aaron Davey for getting up.